What'd I miss?
Nothing.
All right. Ooh. Ooh, welcome. Motherfucker better have money. Oh, excuse me.
I need 30 bricks.
Did you use all the ones at the base?
No, I still got a little bit of stock left, but I'm getting down there. I'm definitely starting to get close. I mean, I probably have still probably 100 at least here, maybe a little bit more.
So, those stupid shorts. Oh, fuck, I left that at the drop. Never mind.
It'd be badass if you could like upgrade the barbed wire fencing that you can put down.
Yeah, turn it into like razor wire by collecting the
Yeah,
razor blades.
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. Utilizes the razor blades, and you can turn it into razor wire, upgrade it to a better, more damaging.
Yep. Be sick nasty.
Okay, sandbags, cement, and gravel, and those 3 wall sections will be done. Need 10 more sandbags.
Oh yeah.
What? What?
Oh, what's up?
I thought you said something.
Oh no, I coughed.
Okay.
Oh jeez. I probably coughed and said something like, "Oh no." If we discussed it with you or not, but the safe word that Ickis and I came up with for like if you are like maybe watching us with a gun or something like that and they don't know about you or you're providing cover in any kind of way and you're not shooting,
Mm-hmm.
like let's say we got somebody held up or whatever, we're interacting with somebody, if anybody says pumpernickel, just open fire for whatever reason they've deemed a threat and it's within rules. Like, we're not gonna call it if it's just like, hey, we're gonna fuck this person over. It's like, oh fuck, pumpernickel. So if you hear that, what that means.
All right.
So if we get into, I don't know, any kind of RP scenario where it's getting hostile, you see somebody pull a gun, you get undercover, you say that, or you could just obviously say the obvious, open fire or whatever. But if you just say that one word, we'll already know.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if we're gonna kill somebody after some kind of RP where they're not hostile, but we're gonna be road pirates or whatever, which, it open just in any kind of scenario, we're
Okay.
planning ahead.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. Okay. So,
I'm just saying, like right now, you don't have to give me any kind of explanation. I'm thinking out loud.
right. I get that. I get that. I get that you're thinking out loud or whatever. I understand. But the one thing I want to make sure that you get and that you understand is we are not the bad guys. We're not road
Hmm.
pirates. We're not going to go out there and just pull people over and to be able to RP as the excuse to be able to steal from them or rob them or kill them or do anything like that. That's not what we are. That's not what the faction's about.
Right.
So I mean, over the last like 4 or 5 days or 6 days or whatever, like almost since, especially since that whole cop thing came out, I keep hearing you talking about that, oh, we're gonna go rob someone because that's not what the faction's backstory is.
Correct.
Okay, we
Correct.
are
I wouldn't be robbing it as Archon Rising. It would be a personal robbery
okay, but
if it
what
would be something like that.
I understand where you're coming from the whole aspect of it's a personal robbery. But what I don't necessarily think that you're getting is the fact that as a member of this faction, they're not going to care about you saying, "Oh, I robbed you personally. It didn't have anything to do with Archon Rising." That
Right.
everyone in this faction is a reflection of the faction. So whatever you do, even if you don't ever even mention the fact that you're Archon Rising in the RP or anything like that, whoever it is that you did that to, and it's probably going to be Midnight, they're going to take it as an entire faction thing, whether you
Right.
intend it to be or not.
Well, that was the whole point of the whole police thing anyway. I was going to be pulling over people, and if it wasn't midnight, letting them go about their merry way. But if they were deemed a threat, quote unquote, midnight, seeing if they would come off their gear peacefully, and I would let them go with just the weapons and ammo, and letting them go with any of their valuables that they had. Was my whole guys for the RP and having fun with them, and just starting an interaction with them
I
other
mean,
than just
if
let's shoot on sight or let's kill somebody over a motorcycle or something stupid like that.
right, but the whole premise behind Archon Rising is that the premise behind the faction and behind the storyline is that we are the security force protecting our assets.
Right, but you say it right there, security force.
Yeah, but that's a security force. Let's say, for example, you go to a military base, or you're outside of a military base. The security forces inside that military base don't come outside the base to go
Well,
and arrest people or take people's guns or do anything like that.
as soon as we start putting up, uh, shit, what am I looking for? Hold on, I lost my
Radio
whole train of
towers.
thought. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm looking for something in my thing. I just got to a drop. At the same time as searching for the words as well. Yeah, as soon as we start putting up radio towers, the whole map becomes our surface
Uh,
to interact
no,
with
no, no,
to a
no.
degree. Well, yeah, we're protecting our specific things and we're stocking them with items and this and that. I know that. But at the same time, if we're a security force and and the signal is map wide, right? And we have one faction right now, and they're constantly fucking with us, and they're shooting at us and killing us and stuff like that. It would behoove us to take away their ability to do that. They can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? It's just as far as like looting and gaining money and stuff like that. But if we start taking their weapons off of them, yeah, it's going to instigate them, of course. But it's going to be a fun way to do it, and it's also going to be a fun way for them to interact with us and not shoot. You know what I mean? I'm trying to introduce a way for us to interact and not shoot, and not just like lockpick and break into fucking walled structure. You know what I mean? It interacts like it's open road interaction without having to go to a gun. You know what I mean?
I understand the concept of where you're trying to go with it,
Yeah, and
but
I didn't think you didn't. You know what I mean?
but the problem with that, the problem with it from the standpoint of the backstory and everything else, and this is one of the things, and I'm being honest with you, this is one of the things that some of the members of the rest of the faction, some of them are complaining about, because what they're complaining about is that they're saying that you're creating what's the word that I'm looking for? You're creating your own narrative of what the faction is and what the faction is going to do.
Mm.
Because
I can see how they could perceive the way I'm saying some of the things, but I try and choose my words wisely. I'm saying like this is the thing I want to try, and then they're all like, "No, I didn't agree to that." I'm like, "I didn't say you did. I'm saying we have a police vehicle now. I have this outfit I put together. It looks pretty cool. I should have said, "Hey, what do you think about my outfit? How do you feel about this?" I could have worded it more softly, I suppose, but I wasn't saying you guys are doing this or fuck you. I was saying, hey, check this idea out. And then everybody was
well,
like,
well, if you
"Now you're putting
if
words in my mouth."
if you remember what you wrote in your posts, you actually specifically said, "This is what we're doing now." You
Uh,
actually 100% did.
I worded, like I said, I worded that, I guess, poorly, because I said we, because it was me and Ickis riding around at the time looking for people. So I worded it like that, just speaking in the narrative of
of the
that.
of you of what you and
Yeah,
Ickes
yeah,
were
yeah,
doing.
yeah, and I see where you're coming from, and that's why I was like, I see what you're saying out of respect. Yeah, I'll pull that down, and then you pulled it down for me, which I do appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I see where that's coming from, but no, and in the other thing in the group chat, local group chat between Archon, I was like, I'm not saying that we have to do this. I'm saying like, how do you fucking feel about this? Like, I think it will be fun. And then everybody's like, nah, we're not doing that. I'm like,
Well,
that's cool, but
the
also I
problem.
don't ever see anybody else ever on. Like, I don't get to talk to anybody else. Like, they're always in their own fucking other chat. They bring some new dude in. They're like, all right, we're gonna go run drops and not talk to anybody. Like,
Which absolutely 100%, and I've already made comments to to a bunch of different people about the fact that they're that, and I got into an argument actually with Bert, got in a pretty heated argument with Bert
oh damn.
because he was sitting there talking talking shit, and I was like, "What? Hold up, dude!" I was like, instead of just sitting there talking shit, if there's something going on that you don't like, instead of just sitting there talking shit in the background, then how about you talk to people? How about you actively come in and do stuff and talk and voice your opinion in a respected manner and sit there and talk
Right?
things out and get and work things out the way everybody wants it to happen. Because when we created this faction, you know, we merged Bert's group and the rest of us together
Right.
with the premise of when we created it, this faction is not a hostile, nasty, left wing extremist, group that's going to go running around the map saying that we own the entire map and we can do whatever we want on the map and we can pull you over. And if we think you're a threat, we can then tell you we're stealing your weapons and taking your stuff, and then we might let you go, or if you resist, we're going to kill you. That's not in any way, shape, or form anything that was created with this faction. This faction is
Yeah, and I see where you're coming from there. It's just
this.
something I kind of want to do, and I'm trying to figure out a way to do it within you guys having
Okay,
fun with it too.
so the way to correctly, based on the factions backstory and the factions premise, is you can create situations. For example, say you can post in chat that you're doing a radio tower recon over in this sector, or something like that, and you can create the situations where you can stir. And it's not, and I'm not talking about stirring it as in going off in chat saying, hey
Oh,
bitches,
interest, yeah.
hey bitches, come over here so I can fucking kill your asses. That's
Yeah, I'm
not
not trying to
stir.
say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
that's not stirring the pot the right way, because this faction is a reactive faction. All right, we're not proactive in the fact of we realistically have no intent of just us going out saying, oh hey, there's a squad over there, they built a little building, let's go raid them. That's not what we're intending to do. What we're intending to do is we're intending to create the PvP situations that result and can result in us going to raid people. Let's say, for example, somebody raids one of the radio towers. We can then start doing the detective work and trying to figure out who it was so that we can go and retaliate against that faction, and legally within the rights of the faction say, now you brought it upon your own dumbasses, now we're going to come fuck you up. Or create the PvP situations where we want to hold events where we're going to go repair a radio station because one of our radio towers has broken down. So we're going to put a whole bunch of stuff in the vehicle, take a bunch of stuff over to the tower, and then we're going to sit on that tower and we're going to broadcast out into the chat and saying, hey, our radio tower in sector blah 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 has broken down. We're over here with a bunch of we're so overloaded with repair equipment to come over here to repair this tower. And
What would
then
the repair equipment be?
whatever we decide, like it might be toolkits, it might be electrical toolkits, it might even be car repair kits, and that's going to be a big one now. Other tools like screwdrivers, pipe wrenches, all the different hammers, different tools and things like that they might come over, and it instigates the opportunity for them to come over and attack the radio station and enter into PvP. But the only place that we're going to have that PvP style thing, those events like that, is inside our flag radius of the, we're going to be at the flag radius of the tower. That doesn't mean that we're going to go, to that grid square and just pull up somewhere and park in the middle of a corner of some road intersection, and anybody that enters that road intersection, we're going to ambush them and kill them, because that's not what the faction was
I'm not
created to
saying
do.
ambush or kill. Yeah, I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to institute only just shoot on sight kind of shit. That's what I'm saying. I want to interact with them on a wholesale basis. But yeah, I see where you're getting at too. Yeah, but I mean, the question is, when do we get to do that?
Well, that's what we're trying to build into, from the standpoint of being able to get the base set up to where we're going to be able to, uh, you know,
I think it's I think it's going to come to a head before then, though. I think we're going to be in a war before then, and they're going to be attacking our base, and then we're just going to be in another rebuild cycle. And the radio station thing is just going to be.
okay, but hold on. Exactly what you're talking about is you think that it's going to happen before then, but the problem with that premise of thought is right now some of the things that you're doing is doing absolutely nothing other than instigating and
Oh
and
yeah,
and trying to convince them to come and attack us. That's exactly what's going on. Because that's where they're taking it.
yeah,
All the salt and all, the about all the different interactions and hostile interactions that you and Gucci have been having, and all the salt being thrown and all this and all the crap that's going on. And for example, you saying in chat that, hey, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna fucking pull Revenant, or not Revenant, I'm gonna go out and pull fucking Midnight people over and steal their shit and try to get into an RP where I can kill them. I remember specifically that that's what you said.
yeah.
You didn't say that I'm going to go over and pull over, random people. You were targeting Revenant. Or not Revenant, but Midnight.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You're specifically talking tonight in chat with Atreyu saying, I'm going to go shit on fucking Gucci's house and post a picture of it.
I was saying that to get a rise out of you. I don't mean
Yeah,
to. I'm not
I
really
get
going to
it.
do that.
I get it. I understand that you're just messing around, you're just having fun or whatever. But what I'm talking about is sure, they may come over and attack us. They may come over and fuck with us. They may do, get aggressive and shit like that. And we can't stop that from happening, from the standpoint of us being
Well,
ready or not. But
I got you.
you going
Stirring the pot.
and stirring the pot and instigating the shit just pretty much guarantees that it's going to happen because
I
you're going to
got you.
cause it to happen.
I got you. What if I splinter off from Archon? Not, I'm not saying split off, still help you guys and all that, but like in on paper, splinter off and do my own thing. Like I'm not saying that I want to. I'm investigating things out loud with you here. Like I said, what if I splinter off? I become like a rogue police actor for a little while, and then like after I get tired of
Well,
that, I come back and just do that. But then again, by then you'd be done building more than likely.
I don't necessarily. I mean, I don't necessarily look at it from the standpoint of I want you to leave the faction and I want you
No,
to
I
go
don't
off on
either.
your own, or I don't think that it, I still don't think, like, let's say for example, if you were to you were to split off into your own squad and
Mhm.
you name your squad, Archon Rising Police Force.
Oh God, no! It wouldn't be It would be a
you know
non-affiliated thing to negate the one thing you're worried about most is like the heat coming back to your main base because you got a big blue dot on you.
I don't know that
So
that's really going to make much of a difference because they're still going to, I'm not.
yeah, but in chat you'd make an announcement. You'd be like, hey, would you blow me like? Shot one of our members in cold blood, even if it's, I don't have to, you know what I mean? But like, shot one of our members in cold blood in a heated argument and is hereby banned from the property or something like that. And then I can be like, come back with it, be like, that's right. And from here on out, if I catch you on the road, I'm putting a bag over your head and you're coming with me to do what I want or something like that. It doesn't have to be anything permanent, but like I said, we can still, like I said, communicate and I'll still drop off weapons or money or whatever. It's fine, but
I mean, if I
I'm
can't.
not saying right now. But like I'm saying, I'm just investigating things for the future. I'm did you ever watch professional wrestling? It's over the top and it's stupid and it's bullshit. But they plan that shit ahead of time, which is what I'm trying to do now. I'm not trying to ruffle your feathers by any means.
Yeah, I get what you're talking about, and I get where I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to create the PvP, to be able to go and do the PvP and have fun, and do the things that you want to do inside the game, which I have no quarrel with doing that. And I don't want to see you split off from the faction. I want,
Right.
I just
Sorry.
I'm just looking at it from I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of it's multiple times you've leaned towards creating the image of we are the bad guys and we're this, and you specifically said it,
Yeah,
back
no.
when you first came in, of saying that oh, we could be the left wing, the far left wing extremist,
Well,
terrorist
yeah.
type group. And I'm like, no, that's not what we created,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah,
can.
I hear where you're coming from. You're voicing your concerns in a different manner now and using different words, and I'm understanding you better now. I get what what you're saying now. I see that. Like you haven't used specifically those words before, and I get more. Like I said, I think I understand more where you're coming from.
We 100% want to do the PvP. We want to create the interactions, and we plan to create the PvP situations. We just feel like I was talking to Mad Hatter early this morning before you got on, and actually I was talking to last night. I was in a big old huge nasty discussion with Bert and Mad Hatter, and talking to them because they came to me complaining. You know, well, in all actuality, it was Bert that was complaining, but Bert fucking
Oh yeah,
complains about everything, dude. Just he
yeah.
does. He complains
I
about
noticed.
fucking everything. So don't take it necessarily personal, but at the same
I didn't.
but what's going on is he sees that you are kind of on a different, well, the best way of putting it is you're on a different path. You're putting yourself on a different path with the whole aspect of going into Archon Rising and posting that this is what we're doing. We're going to become road pirates, and we're going to go out and hold everybody up and tell them because they have weapons. We're going to steal their weapons
Well,
from
I
them.
thought it was
And
also a good way of gathering gear for us as well in a fun way.
yeah, it's,
But yeah,
but at the same time, you can do the exact same thing by going and just running the game, playing the game normal, not necessarily normal, but playing the game from the standpoint of you going out and doing stuff, and you're going to run into other players. This is the exact same way you have with the Treyu,
oh
Never,
yeah, of course.
Gucci, everybody else that we've killed over the past couple weeks, and we've
Yeah,
gone and stolen their gear and gotten their gear because we
yeah, yeah,
legitimately
yeah.
killed them within the
I
boundaries
get
of the
that.
game.
And I'm trying to invent new gameplay within the boundaries of this particular server's rules because I do really like the rule set of the server and
Exactly.
the player base. I like the flavor of the player base. It just needs to be a little bit more. It just needs more player base. So I'm also
Well,
I'm trying to create scenarios that would entice player base that we don't have yet as well.
yeah,
And
I get.
I'll tell you right now, police force corrupt or otherwise would be a big draw.
Well, we've actually tried it on this server in season one. And
Oh yeah?
yeah, we did. And it didn't really necessarily work out. It wasn't us, it wasn't our faction that did it, but
Right.
it did happen
Yeah. Mhm.
within season one. And it didn't seem like it went over real well, and it didn't work out very well. But because in reality, what it boils down to in the end is people look at it as as other players being trolls,
Mhm.
and
Mhm. Yeah.
that's that's where and I don't want the faction to start picking up the reputation of we're nothing but trolls,
No, yeah, we definitely would not want that.
you know, because then we're gonna have a bad negative taste in everybody's mouth on the server when it comes to dealing with us, and it's gonna hurt the faction in the overall to where we won't have any friends on the server. We're gonna have nothing but enemies that aren't gonna trust that we're not gonna fucking rob them or kill them, just because.
Well,
So what I'm
I don't want to show my whole hand, but I've got three possible players that you know in the works that are sympathetic, let's say. They're not so much in the works, it's just they're trying to figure out how wet they want to get their feet for Archon Rising.
mm-hmm.
Because they're like, Midnight's been bullying us a little bit too, so yeah, yeah, why not? Like I said, I've got three, one very prominent, one semi-prominent, and one eh.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, doing different things like that, being able to role play, being able to create the picture, the picture on the server, and to be able to instigate things to happen and stuff like that is fine. But the one thing I want you to keep in mind and keep in your focus as you're doing gameplay and you're playing the game, which I'm 100%, I'm not the type of person that's going to try to stop anybody from having fun, playing the
right,
game. I 100% don't. But I do want you to keep in mind as you play that being a member of Archon Rising, you are a reflection of the entire faction.
right,
Every one of us is. So how we conduct ourselves and how we play the game, and the one thing about Archon Rising is Archon Rising was designed to not be a hostile, bad, evil faction within the server.
right.
The faction was created that we would be militant from the standpoint of we would sternly and strictly and hard defend our territory and defend our stuff that we have. But see, that's the one thing is that defense doesn't mean that because we have a radio tower in A3, that means we own A3
Right.
and all of A3, because we do not. We own our faction territory on the mountain inside our bubble, and we own the territory inside the flag radius of the individual towers. But other than that, we don't own anything else. And we will create and we plan and we want to create the situations and have the PvP events and create the events so that in the event, something happens and say, let's, we post out and say, hey, we're, somebody finds a radio tower that we put up, and then they go in and attack it and raid it and steal everything out of it, and then we get wind of it and we start doing some investigation, we figure out who it was, then at that point we can then use that RP situation of they attacked one of our towers, now we're going to go and attack them and, get the gear back that they stole and, get into and have that as the excuse to be able to have the PvP event of us going and raiding their base and doing stuff like that.
I think a fun way to do that would be, let's say we take a lower level recruiter and initiator, anybody that's trying to join or something like that, or has recently joined and we're trying them out, or anyone that wants to do it on their own for fun, station them as a forward scout. They're at the radio station. It gets formal resupplies via truck from the main base, for like food and water, maybe ammo if they need it,
Well, if
stuff
we
like that. And they sit on it and they're stationed at it so they can intercept any attacks and report in anything that they see, and we post it near a place that they can go in and scout, in like a city or a small city, something they can go raid and get loot from. And if they find any high value gear, they call it in, we go get it, and they post up there, let's call it for a week or whatever we determine a tour to be. That way it kind of adds that level of fun to it, maybe.
yeah. Which I want, if we can grow, absolutely, if we can grow large enough that we can let people go to the point of, hey, bring a new player in and say, hey, do you want to live here? And give them the opportunity and give them the choice of saying, oh hell yeah, I'll take over that little base.
Yeah, and then they call in and they say, hey man, I need some help.
Yeah, I mean that's something like that. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
We absolutely 100%. We may be able to get to that point, but that's when we have to get the server big enough. We have to get the faction large enough to be able to support having people do that. I mean, if you wanted to go and build a radio tower somewhere and set up in that radio tower, I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm at the same time I don't want to see the entire faction split up to where there's two people inside the main base and everyone else is out in their own little tiny little base spread out across the map. I mean, I like the defendability of having, the core base, and this is our location, and then, we've got the towers, which are only for the RP aspect of it, and the towers are a method of creating the PvP.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That was the entire storyline behind us coming up, and we talked about it. We're like, oh man, that's fucking badass. That's an awesome idea. Create radio towers that we can post flags at and post little loot, and then we let slip in, in Discord channels and all that, talking about, oh, we just put up a brand new radio tower. It's down somewhere south, somewhere south, hidden somewhere, and it's, we stocked it with some gear and stocked it with some equipment for repairs and all that stuff, and and then let people find it and try to raid it. And it creates the PvP excuse for us to be reactive, but we're not proactive. We're not actively being the bad guy, going out and raiding and pulling people over just to create the excuse to to rob them, and because that's what we're not thieves. Now if you want to get in your cop car and patrol around inside our faction territory, and you find someone in our territory that you want to pull over and say, hey, what are you doing in our territory? And then have that RP right there, then I'm not gonna stop you from doing that. Sure.
What will it be?
But I don't agree with it being map wide anywhere you want to go across the entire map, because the rest of the map is not our territory. It's free, open game to everybody to roam and do whatever they want in. So that's my only, that's my premise behind this whole, this whole spiel was, I want you to make sure, and I want to make sure that you understand that we're not and have no intention of ever becoming, left-wing extreme pirates, that are going to be out robbing people, and going out, actively just say, oh, hey, there's a new faction over there, or hey, there's a new base over there. Let's go raid that base. Because that's we don't intend to initiate. We intend to create the environment for them to initiate, then we can react.
Oh, you're up here. Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'm here. I just bought two advanced lock protection. Cost fucking $5,000. That's funny that you
What?
Where's my truck?
I didn't see one.
Oh, never mind. That's because I didn't drive it down here. That's like, at first I thought, I was like, wait, where's my truck? I thought I drove it down here, but I didn't drive it down here. I fucking ran down here.
Jeez. Trying to build up that muscle, eh?
Well, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm already at 70% and 19% fat. 70% muscle and 19% fat.
My man.
But I mean, I've been. If you go up and look at the base, I've been busting my ass. I've got a lot of the garage area. A lot of the airlocks down there are already like tier 4, heading towards tier 5. On even the solid, the entire airlock is almost tier 5.
Jesus.
So I have been busting my ass trying to get everything built and get everything set up and get us fortified. That way we can start running a bunch of drops and running all kinds of other shit, trying to get more gear and be able to be prepared for, because 100% you're shit stirring. I can guarantee you we're going to get attacked by midnight at some point.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Now,
they seem kind of lazy, I'll be honest.
I said exactly this to Bert last night when he was in chat bitching, because he was pointing out that's when I discovered it, because it took them pointing me at it for me to see the cop posts in Salt, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, whoa.
That's why I put it in Salt too, because it could be taken not seriously.
Right, but the way you put it in there,
yeah.
If you read it,
no, I get that. That's
yeah.
I kind of wrote it inflammatorily.
And I'm just, they were sitting there talking about it, and he was sitting there bitching and everything else. And I'm like, dude, if you don't agree with something that's going on, then how about you just go to that person and talk to him about it and say, hey, what's going on, you know, and deal with it. I was like, don't just sit there in the fucking background and cry like a little bitch, you know, and that's what I told him. I was like, look, if you don't agree with something, because he was threatening to leave the faction. And then he threatened me, saying that he was like, well, and if I leave, most likely this person, this person, this person, this person, and this person are all going to go with me. And I'm like, what? I was like, hold the fuck up. I was like, are you sitting here, blackmailing the faction?
Like, why?
Well, because he brought him in. He's brought those people into the
What were they so butthurt about?
They are not. He's sitting there saying that he's the only one. He was like, well, if I'm the only one that's bitching and I'm the only one that's upset about it, he goes, well, then maybe I should just leave the faction and go my own way. And then that's when he was talking about.
That's what I'm saying. What were they bitching about? Just.
He was bitching about the whole police car thing and all this other stuff, and he was like, dude, when we created this faction, that stuff's not what we created. He goes, when I agreed to create this faction and build the faction, that's not what I agreed to. I was like, we're not pirates, we're not fucking left-wing extremists, we're not fucking, we're not the bad guys on the server. If you want to go out there and see someone's getting raided or someone's getting attacked, you're more than welcome to send those people a message saying, hey, I'll come help you defend. If you want to get into the PvP, 100%, do it. But that's where the faction's backstory is defensive until someone attacks us or does something else. And 100%. Like, say, for example, Gucci and fucking Claytor were fucking buzzing you guys for 2 hours at drops in the airplane. Shooting at you, And you were shooting back at them, and you're like, oh, okay. And then you called the truce saying, all right, are you guys done buzzing us? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go up here and do this. You guys want to do it with us or something? And then, they come and they attacked and killed Ickis at the bike, and you killed him? I was like, there was absolutely fucking nothing wrong with what you did. Nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. They, in all actuality, fucking Gucci KOS'd Ickis.
Yep.
And initiated the entire incident. And I talked to Atreyu about it. Now, unfortunately, neither side had a video. So, pretty much, there's not going to be many times that there's going to be a KOS thing happen or some kind of, punishment or anything like that, or, a warning or anything, if there is no video footage to back it up.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do some streaming things. So, I can't figure out how in OBS, I want to be able to switch scenes to a scene that's, it says, secret and plays music in the background and cuts my mic and the game sound so it doesn't hear anyone else talking in the background. I can't figure out how to do it. No,
just create a new scene. You go...
I did, but, it still captures game sound. I figured out how to do everything but have it not capture game sound and mute it without... I want to... Because there's a scene switch button. I want that to work. Yeah. But also it mute the in-game sound only. And I can't figure out how to do that.
Okay, so in the scene, so when you go to the scene that you're wanting to know you don't want that scene to have any sound, you don't want it to have anything else, where you could post a picture, say, post a background art saying, hey, right. Doing secret shit or whatever. Then on the far right hand side, disable all the sound that you don't want displayed, that you don't want audio coming through. Once you do that, once you set those up, if you switch back to the original gameplay scene, all of your settings for that scene will all be still active and sound will be there.
But it wasn't doing it. I thought that's exactly how I thought it should function, but in my testing, it was not doing that. I figured there was some kind of checkbox that said, apply settings or something that I was missing, and
you can also make sure that in your source box, in your middle source box, make sure that if you don't want it to have...
That's how I got the microphone out of the one I don't want the thing
to
capture my voice, but it's still capturing Scum as a sound source.
That's your...
And also, and also it's still capturing what it's really capturing is fucking your guy's voice coming through,
Yeah, that's
and
that.
also the scum noise. But
All on the far right, on the far right hand side in the mixer. There's
I'll have to bring it up. Yeah, I'll have to stream so you can see it and you can talk me through it or something. But
yeah,
I know what you're talking about, and I looked in those places where I thought it should be. So I mean, I'm not stupid with computers.
right.
Like I should be able to find it, and I can't. Here, I'll give you a ride if you want.
It's locked.
Oh, shit, for real? Yeah, that'd be great. Pull up on somebody though. I wish the lights worked.
Right. Yeah, I
Funny
was
is what really got me started thinking about that was Bert making us watch that fucking video of his cop RP. I was like, you know, it'd be fun to do in here.
right. Well, if you like, say for example, you're
I
running
figured
around,
he'd be all about it.
you're running around the map, you know, and everything else. That not the map, but you're running around the zone, our territory. Or if you hear somebody that's somebody is somebody's coming in this direction, you hear about it in chat or something like that in Discord. Go down there and sit on the fucking tunnel door in your cop
Right.
car and have the interaction and be able to do the RP and whatnot and say, hey, or what are your intentions, and everything else, and get go through the whole RP aspect of, you know, just keep in mind that we're not hostile bad guys. We're defensive security. You know what I mean?
Right.
And until you attack our shit, and then we become assholes and attack you back.
Mhm.
Okay, so where do I fucking want to put these fucking these? Wait. Oh,
What?
son of a motherfucking bitch.
What'd you forget?
I don't think I picked them.
You want to ride back down there?
Does that shit drop it on the ground when you buy it?
No, it puts it in the
The depot?
depot.
I thought for sure I pulled them out of the depot, but evidently I did not pull them out of the depot. I gotta go back
Oh,
down
that's
there.
funny. Oh yeah, here I gotta go back down there too. I keep forgetting to buy a fucking attachment for this gun.
God damn it. No, I was talking to you, not thinking.
Thought you were in.
Oh,
Ouch.
motherfucker.
Ouch.
Well, now I guess we're gonna find out whether it's gonna still be sitting in the depot waiting on me.
Yeah, I think it's a couple of minutes here. It should be there. Otherwise, oops.
Yeah, they're rip 5K. Well, 46K.
46,000?
No, 46K.
4.6K.
God damn it, I just passed out. Stop.
Did you fall out of the vehicle?
Oh yeah, when you pass out, you fall out of the vehicle.
That's stupid. What if I ran you over?
It would kill me.
Claims kill.
Yeah, you can't get me back up either.
Sorry about your luck, boss.
Oh, hurry the fuck up. Stand up, bitch.
Here, go in the truck, there's food. And a whole bunch of other shit, but still. Eat that MRE. Go on now, eat that MRE.
I gotta get out to do it.
I know, that's what I was waiting for. Oh god. I need food in real life too, other than this popcorn I'm eating, because it'll make me fart real hard tomorrow.
Hurry the fuck up, bitch. There we go.
Will not.
All right, we're good.
Wait.
What are you doing?
Oh, going the wrong way.
Yeah,
Don't worry
going
about
backwards. Yep, yep.
it. Yep. I swear I'm gonna blow the suspension out of this one of these days.
Right? I hate driving these fucking things, these little SUVs. I just can't stand them, really.
This one seems pretty great. It's like the black one with, I don't know, lights on it.
Right, right.
I like this better than the truck, honestly.
Turn right. My guess is at some point they will add lights to this thing.
I'd imagine, yeah. It's not gonna be too hard. Yeah, first thing this morning, man, I came steaming in here. That shit didn't load up. I was like,
And bam!
And then I went to repair it. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Oh, come on. Turn, you bitch. Why is this bridge so much slicker than the rest of everything? Like, that's absurd.
They're trying to get you set up to fucking drive off the bridge and fucking fuck your car.
I've almost done it like twice. I've had a wheel hanging off like 2 times.
Back there at the General Goods.
No. Okay. Yeah, they made this like 10 times more slick as well.
Welcome. Feel free to browse.
And that shit is fucking not here. That's rip fucking 5K.
Seriously.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, and probably as soon as you left the little green circle, it despawned. Oh no.
What is the fucking point of having a depot then?
So you can have more than just lays on the ground. I don't know. That's silly. It's no good.
Motherfucker. Now I don't have enough fucking money on me to buy any more. Well, that just wasted fucking 5K.
How much do you need?
It's like 24K.
24,000?
No.
24K.
2400. 2400.
All right. Well, I'll buy it. Where's it at? Fuck.
They're in the advanced
What
lock
is it?
advanced lock protection. It's in the General Goods. Fucking pisses me off.
Just fall over again.
Yep, passed out again.
What the fuck?
Just go in and do a search in the search bar for.
Put some money next to you. When you wake up, you'll find a present from the Tooth Fairy.
I'm gonna wake up going. I'm sitting here with my ass in there, and there's money in front of me. What the fuck happened?
Don't worry about it.
Welcome. Feel free to browse around. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse around.
Oh, that let me buy two more again.
What do you mean?
I said that let me buy two more.
Okay, cool. I thought, like, again, as in you got 4.
No, oh, no. The other two are 100% gone, and the money's gone. So I did buy, and I know that I bought them. I just, like a dumbass, didn't fucking pick them up.
I've done that too. What am I doing? I forget what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was doing a thing with that. Wait. Oh fuck! It's in the depot. I did the same thing.
Hopefully, it's still there.
Oh, it is. As long as you don't leave the. Yeah, you're still here. Oh snap! Oh, so the ACOG does have co-witness on the AK-15. Sick. Check that out. If you control right click, it'll switch between scopes. Oh, fuck the ACOG. Why is it red on the front? It should not be red on the front like that. Oh, that's bright red on the front. Yeah, the control right click goes through the irons.
Doesn't give you a very good fucking picture though.
Nah, it's just enough
Sight
to look at the
picture on the
torso.
iron.
Yeah, it's just enough to look at, like, if you're in a building. Like, look at me over here in this little doorway. It's just enough for that. That's all it's for.
Yeah.
But that's my war fighting gun. It's my SWAT gun. Why it's been sitting. Ooh, excuse me, sitting in this vehicle. Now that it's finally kitted out and done, I can stop fucking with it. All the ammo for it's sitting in that plate carrier next to it. And what do you got on you? What do you got on you? You got... Yeah, you already got a sight. Okay. So I'm trying to kit out all these I'm trying to kit out higher caliber weapons. So AKs and above. And just so I look like a cop, I'm carrying the MP5 and the M9.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm riding around in this, wearing all blue. No. Oh god. Oh god. Get out of the way, branches. You grabbed them this time, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I triple checked actually.
Oh no. Oh wow, it's fucking 4 in the morning. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What are these going on? Just the main
Doors?
airlock.
Yeah,
The
the main
airlock.
doors. Yeah, the main doors.
Nice, nice, nice.
Okay, I think at this point I need to. I need to go down and get more fucking cement. And I've got a little bit of cement, I guess. I don't know how much work I can get done.
Right.
I think I got like 3 or 4 bags.
Get something done. Shit.
Yeah, I got this airlock upgraded to tier 4 and tier 5 both. I think the brick is tier 4 and then the concrete is tier 5. The concrete is max. So
Right.
the actual doors themselves, the gateways and the doors are maxed. The internal walls on the sides are tier 4. Not quite, almost max, but and then the back airlock back here is the exact same way, tier 4, tier 5. So all of these are good. So now I gotta. The next one is this airlock in here. Sticks, bolts, scrap, wire, barbed wire, toolkit.
All right, man. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm getting kind of tired. My sleep schedule's fallen kind of back to normal, but it's not all the way there yet. I
Yeah,
gotta
cool,
do
cool,
breakfast and shit in the morning.
cool.
Alrighty, my man. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yep, I'll be here. I'll probably be here for a little while longer tonight, and then here probably within the next probably half hour at the most. I'll probably be taking a break and getting off for the morning, and then I'll be back
Sure.
on tomorrow afternoon.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Cool, cool. Later.
Later.
All right, Archons. I'm gonna take a break. I will be back later on this afternoon to continue. Definitely, if you guys come and chat, talk to me. You know, I'm absolutely wanting, interaction and everything else. So ask questions, make suggestions, do whatever, anything and everything you'd like to do and, you'd like to see on the channel and things like that. Just let me know. Please go ahead and make sure you like and follow the channel if you want to see updates as to when I go live. And we are cooking the server pretty good, trying to get it built up to where we'll see a lot more interactions and a lot more PvP going on. I'm definitely excited for the content that we plan to get going. It's just right now it's a little bit slower because a lot of people are trying to build up and get ready. There's two larger factions on the server right now. My faction and Obi's faction, Midnight Pack. Both are about the same size. They're a little bit farther along than us because they've been a little more active. They got more active before we did. So they've got about 3 or so weeks, maybe a month worth of lead on us. They got a couple really good event drops and things like that too. Also, so they got some pretty good money from those events. Be sure to make sure that you like and follow so you guys can get the notifications when I go live. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.